everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. I have the lovely honor to interview the Sims Weekend Builder today. So thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's so nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. I need to start this off saying your builds are amazing. Like I love your builds. Like every single build you've ever put out since, I've been around has been amazing. So, oh my God, believe me, the honor is like mine for you being here. Cause I'm like a hardcore fan.
Oh, stop it. No. Thank you. I don't know what to say now.
Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Why don't we start us off? Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Sophie. I'm from the UK, as you can probably tell by my accent. I am called the Sims Weekend Builder on Simstagram and YouTube. I'm 28. I think we're the same age.
We are the same age. I was going to say, are you? So you're another 93?
I am a 93.
Oh my God. See, that's why we're already getting on, because there's something about the magical year of the 93. I love it.
So yeah, I'm 28, nearly 29. I work in community outreach and partnerships for a contemporary arts company, which is a new job, which is exciting. And I'm a freelance musician. I've just finished a PhD in music as well. And yeah, I sim in my spare time. Stop it.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect you to have a PhD. What? Okay, that's amazing. We have a lot to unpack there. How does one get a PhD in that field?
Yeah, my field is quite niche. So I trained as a classical musician. I went to normal school, secondary school. I don't know what you call it in the States. I played the clarinet.
So in
Canada.
At Canada, so it's different. So there's primary school, which can be K to 8, but there's also primary schools that are K to 6. And then there's middle school, which is 7 and 8. And then there's high school. And then there's second education, such as like trade school, college, or university.
Okay. That's confusing. Like in posh places, we have middle school, but usually primary school, which is like age 4 to 11, and then secondary school, which is 4 to 16. And some schools have a sixth form, which is 16 to 18s, or it's a college, and then you go to university.
Okay.
So basically,
I was going to say that's difficult.
No, simple.
Okay.
So I studied clarinet. I studied music at school. I went to university to study classical music, and I fell into a world of experimental music, which is kind of unlearning everything that I learned in the classical world, and it's more improvised. So normal music, you read a score, like you have notes, whereas the type of iMusic doesn't use that. It might, sometimes it does, but quite often it incorporates other art forms. So you have graphic scores instead. So say if a piece of paper has some shapes on it, I would interpret that through music. So that's the world I got into. I'm a composer primarily and improviser, and I did a master's degree. And then I went on to do my PhD, which I've just kind of finished. I passed in March last year, and I've been doing some like PhD corrections for my thesis, which I'm just about to submit before Christmas.
I'm speechless. That never happens. Oh my God. Oh
people
my God.
do this.
No, no. I'm not saying that you people. I was like, I'm so impressed.
Oh no.
Oh my God. No, that's amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my God. No, that you just educated me on something, because I didn't even know that that existed.
I work in a very niche field. So
yeah.
It's a very, very small world, but I'm not the only PhD simmer. Do you know the blonde simmer?
Yeah, I know the blonde
Heather.
simmer. Yeah,
she's doing PhD as well.
And so is Princess Purdue.
Really?
She's doctor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw the interview. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when she told me that, I'm like, you guys are like 28, 29, 30 PhD masters good to go. I got a culinary diploma because I'm a chef. So I have my seal.
That's amazing. I can't cook. So
you know what? If you ever come to Canada, I'll make you dinner. And then I want to hear your music because, oh my God. Because like
deal.
Yeah, 100% deal. I'll make you whatever you want. If you eat meat, I make a great steak. And if you're a vegetarian or vegan, I make a good portobello mushroom steak. Offers always open. But anyways,
thank you.
I gotta ask you a question because now I feel like I definitely know the reason behind your Sims name. So the Sims Weekend Builder, did it primarily start as a weekend builder or is it just like a fun name that you picked?
Yeah. So was it last September? I was like, I need another creative outlet. I played The Sims and I thought, I found on Instagram, this Simstagram, and all these people posting their stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, why am I not doing this? I want to be a part of it. So I had a little think about different names, and this is the first thing that came to me because I don't have much time to build, and builds take me a long time. So I tend to play maybe on a Sunday for a couple of hours or in the evening on a weekday for about an hour. I don't have much time to do it. So yeah, the Sims Weekend Builder came out of that. So yeah, I still build mainly on the weekends.
I love it. That's what I was hoping your name was for. Because you were one of the first people that showed up when because I've had Simstagram since January 2021, and you were the first person that it recommended to me. And I remember it clear as day because I had a like, oh, I bet she builds on the weekends. That's such a creative name. I love that. And then I was like, that's so cool. And then I saw your builds. I was like, oh my God. Oh my Lord. Like you can do that. But before we divulge how much, I love your builds and your history of building, I want you to tell everyone a little bit about your Sims history.
Okay. So I was trying to think about this and I'm not quite sure where it all came from, but I certainly played Sims 1 when it first came out. I was 7. So that's just when we were getting into computer gaming as kids. I definitely played Sims 1 and Sims 2. Like my favorite expansion pack was Hot Date. That sounds really dodgy being so young, but that was like my favorite expansion. I loved the hot tub. I'd love going out to the restaurants for the dining areas.
Oh my God. I love that. I forgot the Hot Date existed until it was pointed out to me that was an expansion pack in The Sims. I was like, oh my God. Because I used to take my dates out for a dinner on the town. And then we would, go back to the hot tub after and, think about things. And I just remember I'm like, oh my God. I'm also so happy that I found another OG Simmer. There's not too many of us. And I love that. Like I'm able to find us because I also played The Sims for The Sims 1. But anyways, I didn't mean to cut you off. So you played 1, you played Sims 2.
Sims 2. And I do have Sims 3. So I must have played it at some point, but I had a period of time where I went to uni, did my degree. So I didn't play. And then when I came out of uni, Sims 4 came out. Mm-hmm. So I've been in and out of it for a little while. And then it wasn't until lockdowns during COVID in the last year or so that I started getting into it more. And especially with the Simstagram and community, that's kind of helps my creativity. And it was just nice to share it and do it and play and meet friends that do the same thing. And it's just really great. And that's what's helped me continue play and enjoy myself.
Oh my gosh. No, I agree with you. So I didn't play Sims 3 as well because I was also in university and I get a lot of looks being like, you don't have time. You don't have time when you're in school. And I feel like I've missed the mark. Cause obviously you can go on Origins and you can buy Sims 3. And if I turn my head to the right, I can see my fiance's copy of Sims 3, just, sitting there reminding me that we have it. I just don't know if I ever want to go back and play Sims 3, But this is a question I like to ask. If Origins put The Sims and The Sims 2 up, would you buy it?
No. I think I just like sticking to the same thing. Sims 4. And I don't have all the expansion packs. So I don't have all the packs yet. Well, I think I've got all the main expansions. I don't have all the stuff packs and game packs. So when I first started last year on Simstagram, I only had like 3 packs.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm adding to it still. I'm still finding new things. So I feel like going back, it'll be fun, but there's still so much more for me to find and see in Sims 4.
No, of course. I definitely think Sims 4 has gotten better with age. I think it's a fine wine. When the Sims 4 first came out, it was rough. It was very, very rough. But as time got on, they got better graphics, they got better expansions. To me, Sims 4 is, I think, the best version of it next to Sims 2. But like Sims 3 to me is just so forgettable. And then obviously Sims 1 has a special spot in your heart because it's how it started off. But that's interesting. I didn't know you didn't have like all the packs. So what is your favorite pack? And then what is your least favorite pack?
Well, that's a hard question. How am I supposed to choose?
You know what? I'll give you top 3. How's that sound?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that won't work. Can't do it.
Really?
I don't build in Solani very often.
Okay.
So yeah. I like cats and dogs for like build items. I don't know.
Yeah, I was really shocked that Cats and Dogs has a lot of novelty themed stuff, like, boats and stuff. I was just like, did not expect that from that pack. But anyways, sorry.
Oh, Get Together is one of my all-time favorites because I love Windenburg.
Yes.
So I like, if I was just be like, I really need to just build this, I don't know where to build, I'd always go to Windenburg. My number one place to build is Windenburg. And because I love nature, so it's nice and green. Yeah, so I never really build in the town very often. It's always in the rural areas.
No, yeah. I totally get you. Get Together. I also do the same. I built there. I really like it. I like the old town aesthetic. It's actually the only town I ever actually do anything in, next to, I think it's Newcrest. I'm so bad at the one that has like, you can like, it's an empty plot and you just put your stuff there.
Yeah.
I literally just from my Sims experience now, I really only build when the Rose Chronicle needs a set. I don't really just go in and build for fun anymore because I don't have that much time on my hands. But I like to see that, like, a good get together, because my next question to you is going to be, since The Sims looks like they're going back through and going to be giving pack refreshes to a lot of some of the older packs, what pack would you like to see get the next refresh? And this is no judgment here. This is no judgment.
I am happy with whatever The Sims give us. I'm always happy. I don't care what they do, as long as it's something new and interesting. I'm not fast. I'm not one of those people that's saying, I need these babies, I need this, and this. I'll be like, okay, whatever I get, I'm happy with. So I am not fast. What about you?
I think it's going to be get to work.
Get to work. Yeah. I was excited about Get to Work. And when I got it, because it's very gameplay and I don't have much time for gameplay, I tend to build a lot more. So there's some great items in there for me, but yeah. Because refresh there would be good.
I agree. So like the reason I picked this one, because I really want them to also at the same time do Dino, because Dino to me is like my favorite pack. Now you can only use it if you get obviously Get to Work, because you need the items, you need to be able to own a restaurant. I just think that it has such a great opportunity. I think it's too buggy. And people know it's too buggy that they just don't want to play it. But out of everything I've ever built, of all the stuff I've done, I've built over 60 restaurants. And I don't build homes, because to me, I have a hard time building homes because to me, it's just the same bedroom, and it's just a bedroom, a kitchen, a living room, and you can just change it a little bit differently. But to me, a restaurant, like that's my home, hence being a chef. Yeah. Like I love it. I love the idea of just like going in and just creating like different types of restaurants, different culture restaurants. Like that's what I really want to see more of and dine out is different cultures. So I don't have to find CC. Yeah. I think that's something that they could do. And then my next pack, if they don't do that one, I think it would be, I think it's like get outside or whatever. The first pack. The camping one.
Outdoor retreat.
I don't know why my brain forgot the words.
I don't have outdoor retreat or dine out. I don't have either of them.
No, I mean, if that's okay. And like for the thing is like if it doesn't improve your gameplay, like to me, like don't have it. Like I have all the expansions, I have all of the game packs minus Star Wars. I have most of the stuffs besides first pet, gym, kids room, and toddler stuff. Other than that, I have them all, and I have one kit. Now, my next question to you is, do you like kits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apart from I don't really play Create Sim.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy any of the like clothing ones or the vacuum because I think that's really weird.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like the Courtyard Oasis pack the kit is a dream. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's one of my favorite ever things.
Okay. No.
My best friend, Sim Bunny, who I met through Simstagram, is Moroccan. And so we like to use that. And yeah, it's just beautiful. So I'm all for kits. I'm happy with whatever we get. As I said before.
Yeah, no.
With whatever I can have.
No, that's okay. See, I bash kits left, right, and center because I think they're expensive for what you get. For certain aspects. I think to me, playing The Sims is a very expensive game. If you want to play it all. And the only reason I'm able to, have everything is I buy it when it's on sale. And me and my best friend actually used to share my Origin account, not anymore, but we used to. And we used to go 50-50 when it was on 50% off. So like, that's the only reason that like I have everything, because I had to split it. And when it comes to kits, they've never been on sale. Not that I can tell. And for me, they're $8 plus tax.
Oh, yeah, that's expensive. So for us, it's like a £5, which is really inexpensive. And for especially some of the kits have quite a lot in. So Courtyard Oasis has a lot. And I feel that that's good value for money. And plus, like you said, like to purchase everything, it's so expensive. Whereas I pick and choose what I want.
Yeah.
So I don't have all the packs. So I think that's another reason why I'm not too fussed, because I'm not purchasing everything.
No, honestly, I just purchased stuff for like the build buy items, or like anytime I needed something for anything, I would just, buy it. Now I'm more CC if I have to. I still don't like using CC for builds. I'm more Create a Sim. I will say the new kits do have more in them than the original, like Country Kitchen, the vacuum, and the 90s fitness wear. Like I will say, like they've stepped up. Like for us, so an expansion pack is $57 plus tax. The game packs are $30 plus tax. The stuff packs are $15 plus tax, and the kits are $8 plus tax.
That's expensive.
It's expensive, right? So
yeah, more than it is in the UK.
Yeah,
that surprises me.
Yeah, it's just how it works out for pounds versus Canadian. Your dollar is always a little bit more stronger than ours, but yeah, so it's expensive. So this kind of leads me to an interesting question. I feel like I know the answer, but I think I need it, thrown in my face. Do you play with CC?
No.
And that was exactly the answer I was expecting. Is there a reason you don't play with CC?
Yes and no, partly because I'm quite lazy and it takes a lot of time to pick through things.
Yeah.
I see a lot of amazing simmers use them, such like Sim Bunny, Erin with a Y, Serena Sims. Like, I absolutely love what they do. I just don't do it. And so I'm not clued up on CC. I know there's two types. One, was it Maxis Match and something else? And
Maxis Match and Alpha. So those are the two.
Yeah. I know some look more sim-like than others, which I would prefer to use. I just don't do it. I think accessibility-wise as well, I like to upload things on the gallery for people to download. And I guess people can download it in other ways with CC. It's just not my thing.
No, I absolutely agree with you. You're not the first builder to tell me that like I don't use CC because I want everyone to download my builds. You're absolutely right. To me, I do the same when it comes. If I build, I mean, what I build these days is not, luxurious. But if I do decide to upload it to the gallery, I don't use CC because I want people to be able to see what I'm doing and having like have the vision, and they don't have to, be like, oh, well, you can't because there's CC. I like CC for creative sims. I think it's necessary for creative sims, but for builds, it's not, because you're right. EA gives us a lot of stuff. I'm really excited to see more. Now, everybody thought, including myself, thought that the last expansion pack was going to be cottage living, and they were going to wrap up a pretty little bow for Sims 4 and say we saved the best for last. But I just read an article on the I think it's like the Simmers community that EA is in the works for another expansion pack. Do you have any hopes on what it's going to be?
See, I don't keep up to date with any Sims news or anything like that. So I'm like, oh, suddenly there's an expansion pack out. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was coming. I think something that's not so European.
Okay.
Or, I'm not sure. Something a bit different. Like I've said before, I love the Moroccan-inspired kit. So a whole world in that would be insane. But as I said, I'm not fast. I'll have whatever comes out.
Yeah, no, I actually think that's a good idea. You're right. It's very like Western culture really for all the packs, minus obviously Star Wars and Solani, the island pack. But the rest are all like, they could be anywhere in the States. Just pick a state and you'd be like, it's there. I think I would like to see more ethnicities and cultures brought in to also help educate people as well.
Exactly.
Well, I think this is a perfect time to now get into how amazing your builds are. So I want walk me through what it's like to go through a build. Do you have a process? Do you go in with a plan, or do you just go in and you literally just, I'm going to do whatever I want?
Okay. So I don't generally go in and just do whatever, because I like to build things that are really realistic, like as real as I can get it through The Sims. Mm-hmm. And quite often I will find inspiration through Instagram or where I grew up to recreate something similarly or in my own way. So I always have inspiration in some way, and I follow a lot of different pages to get that and use Pinterest. But quite often my builds will also come from collaborations. Mm-hmm. So I find that really inspiring. Sometimes I find it hard to be inspired to create something. So having collabs and working with other people is really lovely. So at the moment I'm working with Sim Bunny. I've created an exterior, because I am a fan of exteriors over interiors. So I've created an exterior of a place, and she's doing the interior, which we're going to share in December. So that working with other people is really important for me. So that's what inspires me most.
That is a fantastic answer. I love that. I've done a couple of them where it was me and Pam at the very beginning. She would do the outside, send me the shell, and I would do the inside. I love collabs, and I know you are part of like every collab. Every time I go on Instagram, I'm like, oh, another collab. I'm like, the weekend builder. Makes sense because your builds are awesome, right? I mean, builders like to collab with other builders. I mean, it makes sense. Now, I know you've been part of a lot of collabs. Which collab has been your favorite so far?
Oh, probably an Egyptian collab, which was hosted by Erin with a Y, with Simple Tiara. Just because it made me think in a different way. I'd never been to Egypt. I had to research architecture, and it was an ancient Egyptian collaboration. So I was delving into history. It was just I love education. So I was learning, and I created a gardens. So that was something different as well. I built a lot of houses. So I really enjoyed that. That's probably my top favorite collaboration.
I love that. No, I remember that collab coming through, and I was like, this is gorgeous. Like, this is like enriched with culture. This is enriched with, like lots of like different like bright colors. I like that one. I know you've been part of a lot of collabs. Have you ever hosted a collab?
No, and I'm not sure I will. I take part in way too many that I can do. Was like, yes, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh no, I've got to quickly build something. Because I struggle with time. So I try to do as many as I can. Like, I've got 2 Christmas ones coming up, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to host one. Maybe I am going to host a competition.
Oh, okay.
When I reach 4,500 followers, it's like a challenge. I've done my first ever challenge was a hallway challenge because I love decorating hallways, really random. And someone posted on the story tagging me in that I think it's Cure Cat or someone else. I'm not sure who posted it, but they said, oh, we need this again. I was like, yes, we'll do it. We'll do another challenge. So I will do a challenge soon. I'm nearly there.
Yes.
On Instagram. So I'll do that challenge soon, probably in the next month, and there'll be a prize, which would be nice.
Oh my gosh, I'll look out for it. See, the reason I'd like to ask this is I've hosted 2 collabs now.
Wow.
I've hosted the Harry Potter collab, and I hosted, what was the other one? Oh my God, why can't I remember the other one I hosted? Oh my God, this is so bad. Like, I know. Oh my God,
brain keeps freezing.
My
as
brain
well.
is it's Saturday. Oh my God, that's gonna drive me. Oh, Sailor Moon. Oh my God, I hosted a Sailor Moon collab and a Harry Potter collab. They are a lot of work to host, and I am the worst at it because I'm just basically like, here's the deadline. This is the requirements. We'll talk closer to the date, and I'll give you graphics. Like, that's kind of the where I'm at with it. Where a lot of people, really need a good host. I don't know if I'd ever host one again. I think I would collab again. I just never get invited to collabs because everyone's like, you don't build. I'm like, I do. I just don't do it often. And, but no, collabs are they're a lot of fun. They're also a lot of work, but, no, that's awesome. So what is your favorite room to build? Now, I know you like hallways, but what's your favorite room?
See, I'm more of an exteriors person.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing to do outside?
I like gardens.
Okay.
So I like landscaping, but I am a little bit obsessed with Victorian architecture. So that's kind of what I tend to do on my exteriors quite frequently, which is inspired by where I grew up. So I grew up around a lot of Victorian architecture. So that's what I tend to go for. Room-wise, it's got to be a hallway. I absolutely adore hallways. But I struggle with interiors. People have so much patience for placing objects. I have that patience for placing plants. So by the time I've spent like hours and hours on the exterior, I get to the interior and I'm like, oh, I just want to finish this now. So I rush the interiors. I spend all my time on a hallway or a boot room, mud room, whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah, so hallways are definitely my favorite.
Wow, you're making me speechless today. You're the first person that's ever said hallways. Everyone's always normal. Like, that's okay. And honestly, this is like being normal is a setting on a dishwasher. Being unique is being your own self. And I love that. And I can tell you're unique just by your builds and like literally how you'll go in. Like, I think what I like about your post so much is you will literally go through every single floor, and it's not just like a one-day dump. Like you will literally go like, this week I'm going to go from this build and this is what it looks like on the inside, and like all the different angles to show that, which is amazing because you don't do the secret of Sims, which is rest of my build is shit, but this room is actually really nice. So I'm just going to show you the inside, and like, especially on this angle. No, I love how detailed you are, because you're extremely detailed. Especially you fooled me, because I think I like your insides a lot. If you would have told me you're like, Stassi, these are like, I love doing insides, this is like, I would have believed you. I would have believed the outsides too, because the outside looks great. But no, I really, really like it. I got to ask you this question. And this is the reason I stopped building to an extent, because who has time? Who has time anymore? How long do you think it takes you to do and like, say like a normal build? Nothing out of the crazy, just, a house. Let's just pick a house. How long does that take you?
Okay. A long time. Let's think about it. I can't build a house. If I had a whole day, I wouldn't have finished.
Yeah.
So I tend to, like, on a Sunday, I'll have a couple of hours. So say I've just posted an estate, which is like, I think my biggest build ever. I think that took me like 5 weeks or something. It takes me a long time, which is why, like you said, I spread out my posts. So because I don't always have a lot on the go, I tend to spread things out. So like my first post will generally be exteriors, and then a middle post on floor plans, and then interiors. And then if it's a giant build, I'll spread that out over 6 posts just to save me some time, to the next thing.
Absolutely. And you just answered my question to why I don't build as much anymore. It takes time. And I work from home. I have a very easy job. I get paid for 8 hours, but it only takes me about 4 to do my job. And then after that, I put a pretty little bow on and I do other things. And I just don't have time to build. I really don't. Like one build. So, for example, the last thing I really built that I was really proud of was my Harry Potter Grand Hall Halloween. It turned out fantastic. I only ever showed one photo of it because that was the right angle and that's it. But like that took 40 hours to complete, I want to say. And that was one room. Because I had to build it out. Like I wanted to create the outside looking like it was dark time, and like how I was able to do that, and getting the pumpkins in the air and the candles in the air, and then figuring out the tables and what putting on there. And like, I literally went down, I think I had like 55 tables or something like that. And I put placemats at every single one. Like it was literally time. It's a lot of time. And I can't dedicate myself to that because I've switched directions to storytelling and voice acting because I'm in a shit ton of machinimas. I can't even go. I have a pile of scripts this high next to where I'm sitting right now because I got to do these. I want to take that because I feel like when you get to this level, you either go, I'm going to continue to build and I'm going to do speed builds and stuff. And you go this way, or you go this way. I want to be a storyteller and I want to, venture down that path. And I want to, again, do YouTube, but different. I like create a Sims because it takes 2 hours and my sim looks chef kiss great. And it didn't take a lot of time, but it still looks good, where I appreciate builders because you guys take like 100 hours to put a build together and it looks incredible. I think I'm just more jealous that I don't have that much free time anymore.
So I'm jealous because I can't create a sim. I will spend 4 hours creating this sim that just looks like every other sim. And I'm not a storyteller. So you can do much more than what I can. I just stick to my one thing and I do that. And like what you do must take so much time as well.
Oh yeah. So
exactly.
I'm not sure if you know, because I mean, like I'm starting to realize that people actually read the stuff I do, which super humbles me very quickly. So I do Rose Chronicles. That's my story. So one chapter, start to finish, takes 10 hours. So that's taking photos, that's getting characters and costumes, getting sets built, going through editing. It doesn't look like it. It looks like this should take an hour and wrap it up in a pretty low bow, but it takes a long time. And something that I've realized that like when I build, I get frustrated. I mean, who doesn't, right? When I storytell, I get frustrated, but I'm okay to be frustrated because I'm seeing the vision in my head come to life. So I think this comes down to my next question is, when you're frustrated because you want to throw your laptop or your computer out the window because everything is really buggy today for some reason, like placing objects and it's not doing it. When you look at the final product, are you just speechless?
No.
I think that's the most British answer I've ever heard in my life. Yes. You're not.
Oh, finished. Okay, I'll take some photos of it and post it online. That's what I do.
Really? You don't just like marvel in that moment that you were able to complete this project and you're just like, it looks so good. No, wow.
No, I think I'm quite critical of myself. So I don't think what I do is that impressive or very good. So I just do what I like and then post it. And then, yeah, I don't think too much about it.
I'm going to speak on a voice of Instagram. Your shit's awesome. And you do an amazing job. And So everything you build, everything I see you come through, I always get excited when I see something from you. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Oh my God. Like how I like your builds is, I think what I like about your stuff the most is you don't use the same objects for every single build. Like you try to use like literally everything that EA provides. And I love that because like a lot of builders, like you can be like, oh, this is a really nice build, but it's the same bed you've used for the last 10 builds, right? Like you get comfortable. Now, speaking of getting comfortable, what is your favorite object you're like, this is my go-to when you're building something? Can be literally anything.
Okay. Strangeville doors.
Yes.
Because they're just so beautiful. I use them all the time.
I agree. So me and Pam were doing our Bates Motel collab.
Wow.
And she told me, she's like, you need to get Stranger Thing or Stranger Bell. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, why? I'm not going to play the story. She's like, for the build buy items. And I'm like, they're not that good. Holy shit. I was floored. I use the doors for everything now. I don't even care if the build doesn't even allow it. I'll have mash of different things going on in this build because I just build. I'm like, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. But I like the doors. I like the windows as well.
Yes, me too.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay. Well, Okay, what item do you think The Sims could, do a little bit better on? Is there anything you look at and you're just like, I don't know what they were going for there, but kudos to that team.
There's quite a few items that are like that. But the thing that I despise the most is the gnomes. Because they interfere with everything. So like, I'm like, yeah, I've built this home and I'm going to make it nice and autumnal outside. So I like use the cheat, so make it autumn. And then Harvest Fest comes along and I'm trying to take some screenshots. And I'm like, yeah, okay, great screenshot. I've got my reshade and all that. And then I go to edit and look at them. I'm like, there's bloody gnome right in the middle of it. So they annoy me. I don't like gnomes.
It's okay. I honest to God will stick everything in summer. Everything's in summer because nothing happens in summer. Everything is spring, winter, or fall. Nothing happens. The moment it touches fall, back to summer. Like I can't be bothered to play with gnomes or Father Christmas come or God forbid a thunderstorm. I had to turn off thunderstorms and rain. Because, like, I swear to God, someone from the Rose Chronicles died every time I turned my laptop on because someone got struck by lightning. I was like, oh my God. No, I literally only play with sunny days, sunny, hot days. And then I learned you can't always do that either because your characters will die of heat exhaustion.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because I have so for me, I have my characters in, like their schoolwear and stuff like that. Right. So it's not summer where they're literally be like, you need to get Alexa into a cold area before she passes out. And I'm like, she's inside. She's inside. And I'll be like, I'll place 60 thermostats everywhere because I'm like, I can't be bothered. But I just thought of a question while thinking to do that. This is how my brain got to here. When you build, do you ever build with a budget? Or are you just like, no budget, go crazy?
Quite often I'm no budget.
Do you think you could do the 25K house?
I've done it before.
Yeah.
Like, Milo Farmer on Instagram, he's done a lot of budget homes, one for like each pack. That's something I would like to try in the future, but I like to make quite elaborate homes usually.
Yes.
So I'm not sure I'd like the outcome.
I totally agree. I did a 25K build. I was like, I forgot halfway through I was doing 25K because when I build, I place the most expensive oven. I placed the most expensive fridge. I placed the most expensive TV. That's 40 grand right there. That's nothing else. That's 40 G's. No, I agree. I do like people that can build in a budget. Not this girl. I will literally be like, even like if I build something like a small house, if I have to, it's like 300,000 because I put the nicest stuff in there because it looks nice. I don't play gameplay. Get out of here. I just play for builds sometimes and then poses and taking photos. That's literally it. But anyways, I got a couple more questions for you. I'm going to let you go on your merry way because I know you still got a fair bit of the afternoon ahead of you. I'm heading out. I'm going to go. So Jason, my fiance, his best friend, had a new baby. I know. So they already have a 2-year-old and now this baby is 2 months old and I'm going to schmub some cheeks today. And I'm just going to be like, Mac, no, I don't know if you're at this stage in your life because I get screamed at it every time I walk out the door. So I was supposed to get married this year, but because of COVID, we had to push it. So we're getting married next fall. So everybody and their mother asks me this one question. When are you having babies? That's where I'm at. They don't ask about my career. They don't ask personal life. How's the wedding going? And how come no babies yet? So I'm like, I'll have babies. Just give me a little couple, give me another year. I want to have a little bit more fun. And then, motherhood. But everybody has a trick baby. And what a trick baby is is it's a child that is a sweet baby angel that you're like, oh, I can do this. I can do that. I could be a mom. I got this. Look at this baby. This baby's perfect. I got this. That's Mac for us. So Mac is again 2 years old. I bought her a coloring book and markers, and I cannot wait to spend all afternoon coloring with her. And then my fiance is like, don't let Mac trick you. That we can get into this right away, because like, so me and my fiance, we were trying for the spring and summer. It's just, obviously I'm not pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant when I'm getting married. I just don't want that. I mean, I've been engaged since 2019. This wedding will be 3 years in the making. The last thing I want to be is super pregnant. A, my dress wouldn't fit. B, I want to drink alcohol and dance and not have to pee 30 times an hour and like want to go to bed at 9. Right. So like, he's like, we can't have a baby right now. So don't let Mac convince you otherwise. I'm like, I know, but like, she's so cute and she's going to say my name so funny. And she's going to, and I'm going to be playing with a little casein, and I'm just gonna be like, oh my God. Anyways, so that's what I'm doing this afternoon. I'm going to go, play with some babies. But anyways, you are an amazing builder. What, if somebody wants to start building, what advice would you give them?
Good question. Something I've not thought about. I'd say look for inspiration. Try to see what other people are doing. Maybe try and recreate something else, something that you like the look of. That's what I do, because that's where my inspiration comes from. There's a lot of simmers and builders that can just think of something and make it amazing straight away and something super creative. But I don't work that way. Some people do. So taking inspiration from others and images, and use cheats. Have a look at what cheats you can use, any mods that might help you.
Mm-hmm. What cheats and mods would you recommend?
Okay, so I use like the twisted Mexi mods for like build by mode, and tool mod on occasions when I need to move something or resize something to get that perfect shape. And obviously BB move objects, so that you can place items wherever you like.
Yes. What reshades do you use, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, my brain's not really working, so I can't think of all the reshades I try. I know I have all of Milo Farmer's reshades, Palico Slips, Dove. I've got quite a few.
Okay.
I like to try out a couple of them. I have the Kaleidoscope. It's the one I kind of use in general. This is what I play the game and see things in, but for taking screenshots, I quite often use Palico Slips.
Do you mind DMing that to me? Because thank you. I just got into reshades July, when I started to playing, like posting stuff to YouTube, and everybody said the same thing and screamed it at me. You need reshades. I was like, what the fuck's a reshade?
You don't need reshade. Like,
no,
lots of people don't use it. And it's only a recent thing for me as well. I am super lazy because I have no time. So I don't edit my photos. I literally reshade, crop, put something around it, shove it on Instagram, I don't do much editing. So reshade is great for that.
Yes, if you could please send me that reshade. Because I agree. Like, I have Photoshop, I have Illustrator, I have all that stuff because I need it. But I don't have time to edit photos. And see, the first little bit confused the shit out of me when I first started, when I saw everybody's posts, because before I'm going to be a chef. I went to school to be a graphic designer. And I was looking at everybody's photos. I was like, how is everybody a graphic designer? Like, how is everybody this? And then I realized it was reshades. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So please help a girl out. Any reshades? Thank you. Anyways,
I will.
I want to say it's been an absolute pleasure getting to sit down and chat with you this morning. I had a lot of fun. I'm very happy I got to meet you, and you're just as awesome as I thought you were going to be.
Oh, stop it. Thank you so much. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it. It's really nice to talk to someone properly and not just like on Instagram chat. So it's really nice to properly meet you.
That's why I love doing these, because I love getting to meet everybody, because like really going off the bat, like this is like the first time we're actually like speaking face to face. And for everybody, it's always the first time speaking face to face. And I just love, getting to know people and, getting to share their sim stories. But where can we find all of your work?
Okay. So on the gallery, so my origin ID is Weekend Builder, all one word. I'm mainly on Instagram, so that's where you'll find me, and that's at The Sims Weekend Builder. I do have a YouTube channel, which I upload to sometimes when I can, not very often, and that's The Sims Weekend Builder as well.
Fantastic. Links are going to be below. Please follow my girl. Get her to like 5,000 followers before we know it, because that's going to happen. Because your builds are awesome. Everyone wants to follow you along on the Sims journey. So again, I want to thank you so much. You're an amazing part of the community that wouldn't be the same without you. And your builds are incredible. Anytime you're like, man, like do you like this build? I want you to think in your head, your builds are fucking awesome. And then just continue on with the rest of your day, because they are. And I'm so proud of it, because you've been doing this for like almost like a year and a half. Done right? I can't wait to see what another year and a half holds.
Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you. But what I do is only because of other people on the Instagram community. Like I've made amazing friends. I've met you. I see people do amazing work like Sim Bunny, Gen Building, Ardy. Ardy's work is fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
And yeah, so many great people, and I wouldn't be there without them. So
look at that. Sweetness. Anyways, please go check out my girl. If you want to follow me along my Sims journey, which if you're listening to this, you probably already are. I have a podcast. Please go check this out. This will be here along with the rest of the Simmer Spotlights I've done. Check out my YouTube. Oh my God, my Instagram page, which is Saucy Jason's 4. I post there every day to the best I can. Sometimes it's just fun posts, and sometimes it's serious posts. But anyways, the Weekend Builder, it has been an absolute pleasure. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. And you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Enjoy baby cuddles.
Oh my God. I have my hands ready to chub some cheeks, because that's all I want to do. But anyways, have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you soon.
See you soon.